Hi student, I am a Tiwari SSC teacher, and today the second lecture of the federalism, where we will discuss about the concept of federalism. Today we will understand the concept of federalism in the different way. So student, let's we see in the federalism in the first. So federalism means where the more than one level of government, this is called the federalism. And there are two level of the government. So student, let's we see the first level, central or union government. Central or union government which holds some power of the common national states, and the same government can pass the laws on the such interest. This is the first concept. Second one is there is another government beyond the union government that hold some power or interest that have to discuss in day to day at the provincial or regional level. Very important things. Both level are independent on other. Both level are independent on each other or another. That is very important things. And the better concept of the federal government can be understood by these two terms. there are contrasting of federalism is unitary government. So student, let's we see, this is a unitary government and this is a federal form of government. So student, let's we see, and even this topic we have understood in the first lesson. So student, number one, a such a government that holds all the powers. Second thing is that central government pass any law or order on the state government or constitutional sub-units at the second level, because all these sub-units are all sub-units are subordinate on the central government, but the same thing cannot be passed here, cannot be found here. A government where state government hold some power beyond the union government. The second thing is that central government cannot pass any law or order unilaterally on the state government. So student, this is very important things, and all the sub unit are having some different power. So student, these are the two concepts to understand well the federalism, and this is very important things to know by all the students, that in the constitutions, the 11th part where you will find the concept of federalism, and the articles 370 where you can understand well the rights of the subunits in the country. What are the different rights which has been given to the state or the subunits beyond the central government? That is very important things. And student, as you remember in the first lesson, power sharing, where you have understood about the Belgium and the Sri Lanka, where you have understood about the Sri Lanka, that Sri Lanka was a unilateral country, unitary country, and where all the powers were concentrated only in the one level of the government. And this concept where they have justified with the concept of majoritism, and where they had also proved it by imposing the laws 1956. In 1956, where they have imposed this law, where they justified that all the major communities who are living in the country, they have only the first right over the resources and secondary right of the minorities. So this is the totally unjust in the Sri Lanka, and which was not very successfully for Sri Lanka to turn into the federal form of the government, because they never accept the power sharing. If we take the case of Belgium, where you have find that Belgium firstly phase, it has been seen that Belgium, where there was a contrasting between the two communities, and there was not the kind of power sharing because there was a unitary form of the government. But soon they had realized their, you will say, doubt and their problems and their dilemma, and soon they had overcome it by the amendments in the constitution, where they had soon changed the pattern of the government into the federal form of the government from the unitary form of the government. So this is very important thing to understand. So all the students who have joined this lecture, it is the kind of introductory lecture about the federal form of the government, and all the students who should go through the books properly, and many of the doubts, if there are remaining in the mind of the students, they can ask it through the comment, and they can also find some solutions by me. Okay student, thank you for listening me, thank you for watching me, and hope all of you are well in this COVID-19 atmosphere, and hope we will meet again in the school. And we pray also God that this problem should be overcome soon, because both the teachers and the student and the school and the society, both all the things are hectic due to this type of the atmosphere. So thank you student.